Hello, and welcome back to another video. I'm ZpprSprk, and you're watching my FTB Continuum Let's Play series. I wanted to start off by continuing a bit what we've done with the Xnet. I've put around a bunch of things, kind of reorganized this a bit so that there's room. And then so I've got all these connectors here to the bottoms of these so that we don't necessarily have to, see the top, but so it kind of makes it so that this is, accessible and there's not a bunch of stuff on the top like there was before. But one thing with, and then I started to hook this up too. So right now my power gen is actually unhooked. So yeah, but I've got these hooked up, and most of that up there. But all of these still need to be hooked up, and then this, yeah, I need to hook this up, and I'll explain why. So if you go in here, you really only have 8 channels, and if you look, I've got them all. So I've got my power, ethanol, plant oil, biodiesel, water, crude oil 2. So you remember I needed one from the pump jack to the tank, and then one from the tank to the distillation tower. And then latex. So it's all well and good, but I need more. So most of this is hooked up. I don't have any lava source right now, so it's just kind of there. These just have the power, so these I connected together. So any latex this generates is going to get pumped into here. As you can see, it's full, and this is full, so I'm good. And then I started to tear this down, and it's nighttime, so let me hop into sleeping here. But I need more than the 8 channels in order to run all the things I need, because I still have the gasoline, diesel, and lubricant. So I have these automatic lubricators hooked up to my crusher and the pump jack. You can also work them on the excavator, but I don't have an excavator yet. So over here you see there's one there. But I can't put any lubricant in because I can't get the lubricant over there because I'm out of channels. So what I need to do, I made some more controllers. But what I need to do is make one of these routers. So I need power rails, comparator, another machine frame, and a pearl, and so on. And then what that will do is you can connect multiple controllers together, and then it can route, between itself. So I'll probably make one power generation network, and then one power usage network. So that's that. And then any of these networks I don't need to see on the other side of the router. You don't have to name them. I mean, I name them just so that it would be easy to remember what the fluid and everything is, so it's no big deal to name them. But yeah, so let's get these routers made. I think I have everything. I might actually need to get another one of those. Yeah, comparator. I think oh right, I was working. Oh, and the other thing I made one of these gluttony charms. Some wheat, golden apple, and string. Not too simple, and you don't have to have the enchanted golden apple. You can use the one with just the gold bars. But what that does, if you've never seen it, is makes it so that when you eat the food, it doesn't have that long eating animation, just kind of eats it instantly. So you can have, a stack of carrots and just munch down on it and no big deal. All right, so yeah, I had some stone. There we go. So let me get the rest of these things for the router put together and I'll be right back. All right, I have everything I need. I just finished making the machine frame. If you don't remember, these are the advanced machine frame, some blue, some gold, iron, and this is your carbon plates, your basic machine frame, and advanced alloy. So make one of these routers, and then let's hook this up. So one advantage that so I'm using the what is it, the facades. Yeah. One advantage of Xnet is when you're holding one of its, the either connector cable or a facade, anything that is a facade will kind of have this wireframe of it. But if you hold down shift, it shows you your entire network. So what I want to do is separate this side here, this center bit here, and then these two as part of the power usage, and then from here on over and then back there will kind of be the power generation. And I might need even another one to have like the the actual fuel generation as well. So if you look at this, for my controller here, this goes down over here and then over here. So if I break the connection here and have that instead come over this way, I can have the second controller over here with the router over here. And then I wanted these three machines, this one, and this one, all hooked to here. And so what I would need to do here is then take this connection there and snake it over and hook it into where the empower is. So let's get that. And so we need to come down in here. All right. So here is our connection here. So let's break it there. And then, oh, I don't want that to be exposed. So let's bring it around this way. Actually, here, let's just put it right here. Well, no, then we'll touch that. Yeah. All right, so straight ahead here. Oh, okay. All right. So let's see this. Oh, that connection needs to be disconnected. And then over there. All right, so almost done here. Now I'm stuck in the hole. All right, so where was that over here? Back here. Just down here. Yeah, so we'll undo that connection there. Okay. All right, so that is the cable there. All right. And sleep. I almost forgot I had this sleeping bag for a while, so I kept having to run back into my house. And then, so this is disconnected now. Over here. Right? Yeah, so the back of this is connected down here. And that's connected all the way over into there. Okay. So now here, this is connected, so I need to get it disconnected here. Okay. Okay. Now here, second controller here. Actually, let's turn it over here. And the connector down here. There. And the router. Let's see how this works. And this is a cable there. Okay. Connector here. Let's turn the up off. And then we can have it into the router. Power and ethanol. Okay. And then this one needs to be connected here as well. Actually, I'd like it to kind of go underneath. Although, then it will hook to this. If I go here, can I say, what way is that? East? No. So I can't necessarily connect straight to the back of that. So let's go over here. Okay, local channels, remote channels. Right. And this is all kind of all messed up here because this is only the one side now. Power. Well, we're still, I guess we're out of power. Yeah. About that. Alright, let me get the power hooked up. I might have to actually use the flux ducts here and connect it into controllers. Or just connect the flux ducts together, yeah. So let me get the power back going and I'll be right back. Alright, I think I have it pretty much figured out. I had made a red cable. Just get some, you know, some red dye. Use most of my beetroots from the farm up there. And then So you make the red dye, and then you put it with your either your connector or your cable, and then it dyes it that color. And then they won't connect to the ones of the same color. So can't really see, but there's oh, from here you can, yeah. So there's this blue and the red right next to each other, and they're not connecting. So this one is my red network, and then these two are blue, but the wiring I was able to keep separate. So the red is all this line back here. So all the way from the oil pumping down here to these, and then in here in the center I have the blue because they're connected to the power generation. So the diesel goes in there, and then I've got the gasoline and the water set up to go in here. The only thing that's not done yet is the water is actually not going in, and I'll show you what I need to do to that. Kind of waited until so that's how this router works. So the router, you've got all these things in here. So the power I need, let's see, that is, which one is this? 169, 128. Is that this one? Yeah. So his power is using, oh, he's extracting from here anyway, so he doesn't necessarily need it to be routed in here. But if you give it the same name as another channel in here, then it links those two channels together. So see, this power one here is from this. So this and this one actually all have, you know, channels named power. So this one, and then down here, that one. So we've got the water and water. But the only ones I don't have the water hooked up is, one of these doesn't have the water hooked up. Is this one? Don't I have the water here? Yeah. I don't know why it's not. Sometimes it doesn't show up on the list at first. Huh. It's not letting me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So for some reason the water's not showing up. This water. So this one has water. And this one has water right there. So they're both showing up, but this one doesn't have its water showing up. I'm trying to insert water into those. Well, that's kind of a bummer. I can't get the water in there. I mean, it's full on the gasoline. Can't get the water. Huh. Well, sometimes you just need to keep messing with it, I guess. Okay, but yeah, I only see 2 water. That's the one there. And this is the one there. This is this one here. And I don't have one for this one over here. So, well, I got it figured out. Apparently, you just need to mess around with the network, and then it like refreshes itself. And so what I would do is I'd come over to one of the connectors on that network and then like toggle this. And then that would tell it, you know, give it some, it would go through. And so I was able to get all of them on here named. So I have power, crude oil, lubricant, gasoline, diesel, water, power, water, biodiesel, power, lubricant. So the biodiesel I should have turned off right now. So if you look, the biodiesel is turned off, and so should be burning diesel when I turn this on rather than the biodiesel. But the problem is I'm still overflowing on lubricant and I don't have anywhere to put it. I mean, I could just run stuff through the crusher just to get stuff there, but I don't know what else to use the lubricant with. I don't know if you can use it in recipes for anything else. Let's check lubricant. So you can bottle it. An advanced lubricating system. You can craft the... That's for the mining drill. Yeah, I don't see any use for these. Yeah. So I don't know. For the most part, we'll probably just end up having to, you know, throw it away. We do have the quests. So if you look, the obligatory hoarding quests, one of them is for lubricant. So 2 demonically gargantuan drums full. So I mean, I could start on that. I would need this, but I don't know what to do with it after that. Maybe by that time we'll have enough room. Yeah, maybe by the time we finish that quest, we won't need these anymore, and it won't matter. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I'll have to figure out something to do in the meantime. Oh, speaking of which, can I do these yet? These portable tanks need the servos. Yeah, I totally can do that. So I could upgrade them to the iron drum. Titanium. I have titanium, don't I? Doesn't it come from... That's not it. Blast furnace, the titanium dust. What comes from these? Electrolyzer, the bauxite. Yeah, okay, so we can make that. So I could probably make that the diamond one. I don't know if I can make the gargantuan ones yet. You need the demon metal, and I mean, that's just throwing gold and lava when it's surrounded by the nether brick. But yeah, maybe we'll look into that next time. But for the rest of this episode, I did want to show you some things. I did get, not that one, this one. I did get another stack's worth of these ready to go. Now I don't have the connectors for them, but I can do some smart things, I think, and like kind of have them over here where you kind of put them so that there's, you know, a row here and here, and then have them angled such that they kind of fit in nicely. I don't know how feasible that would be, but I'll try and get that so that you see all these are full of gasoline now, or water, I mean, as well as gasoline. But I hook up a whole bunch more of those, and then I should have all the power I would ever need. I just have to figure out something to do with that crude oil. Or not the crude oil, the lubricant. Yes. So, yeah, I'll probably get these hooked up let's see. Not that direction. Where's the... maybe this other way instead. Yeah, and then have one here. And here. And then here as well. Yeah, and then have the connectors there again, and then these are here, and then I just have to have one come over here, and kind of do that in waves around. These ones here, let's see, we could do something like this. Not that way. Nope, not stone, like this. And then have it here. Here. In here? How's that work? Yeah, and then so here I would have the piping. Yeah, that might work actually. So yeah, I'll probably get more of these connectors, more of the and then set these up so that there's a nice big old cluster around here, because if you can't upgrade them, you just make more of them. Yep, so that is that, and let's see. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a like. If not, you can leave a dislike, I guess. That's rude though. Anyways, comment and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye, guys.